All right, air signs. How are you? Hope all is beautiful. Let's see what letters and messages you have. Most important, as always, for the month of November, it's just general energy. What would stand out the most? Important data, just important. Things you can pay attention to or skip, whatever. Let's just see what messages are here for you. Now, I'm going to pull a card. Let's see what we got going here. Air signs, November. Ooh, abundance. Very nice. Dominion. Whenever I see this card, I think of abundance, things around the home. Oh. Now, hold on. Okay, so it got a little sticky right there. Let's see what else. Before I say anything else about the cards, I'll summarize what I see. I see some comforts around the home. Let's move this over. I see things being okay in the home. I see you being happy. Things are good, personally, unto the self. However, in love, yeah, maybe not so much. And I'm curious about this, because this is the card of the hacker. Let's see if I can get it close enough to be read. Okay. So this can be no change in status if you're looking for love or connections. This can be someone watching you but not taking action towards you. This can also, air signs can be your ex looking at you online. Even though it's over, they're still looking at you online. Lord. Okay, let's see what we got here. And I do feel like these two. Well, no, you got your abundance around the home, life. Let's check out these. And I can move this over. I can. So you can see them. Okay, we got some messages for air signs. Okay, this just got weird. I hear the song I hear the song for Ghostbusters. I think that's Bobby Brown. On Our Own. I hear the chorus. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. On our own. Whatever that means, air signs. And there you are, right off the top. Okay. Um, so I don't have a dictionary right on hand, but my knowledge of the word beguile is to like get someone's attention um, in a sensual way or a mysterious way. Air signs, you have someone's attention in the month of November, but somebody is a very attractive liar. I hear a song from Sade called War of the Hearts. Okay, I'm hearing the beginning of the song. I'm just going to share the words. If you want to listen to the song, maybe there's something there for you. I don't know who this applies to, so I'm not pointing no fingers. I could aim, but I could not fire. Got a bullet to spare to kill my desire. Who's calling the shots? One of us must make the peace. To have or to have not. The fire has got to cease. Okay, so maybe in the month of November, it's possible you are moving into a place of acceptance if you are dealing with someone new or someone who gets your attention because of how they look. You may be warring with yourself or them. If you choose to call somebody on their bullshit, there will be a war of hearts. Because I get the energy that if you are dealing with somebody who gets your attention mostly because of maybe you're just new to each other and you're in that purely visual physical attraction stage, if you're going through that, it feels like you both have the same energy but are fighting against each other like magnets. Same shape, same size, but facing in the wrong direction. It's anti-magnetic. It's interesting. My phone is right. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that sound was. Okay. Okay. I feel like one more message is here. Yay! Damn! Alright, air signs. See, this is why I like to do the elements. Less finger pointing. Let's see what this is all about. Clarify. Okay, the hacker comes back. Is this for masculine or feminine? Ooh, that's... Okay, this is for feminine. Goddesses, in the month of November, be mindful if you are dealing with somebody new and your life is good and you ain't got, you're not sleeping on a bench at a bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going through trials and tribulations, at least not by appearances. Be aware of somebody too close who thinks you're being bougie or stuck up. They may even try to get to know more about you. They may even pretend to match the bougie, because I get debauchery here. So if you're hanging out with new people or people you're doing okay, and they're like, I don't know if you can miss this event. I feel like you're just going to be surrounded by a couple of people who think you're too good. And the truth is, you don't think like that. They think like that for you. Let's, I'm just nosy now. Is there anything else with that? Oh, okay. Masculine energy. Okay, what I'm getting is interesting. If you are with somebody, I feel like in the month of November, you're going to be making a different opinion, taking a different position. Making a different opinion is what was coming out. Somebody you're involved with, you're going to see how self-serving they are, how dependent on certain things and events they are. Somebody that you might have maybe you ignored how they acted before, but November is bringing you some logic. In the stillness of the night is what I'm hearing. In the heat of the night, I see that it's an old TV show. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Okay. This is in the head. So there will be a moment of snap into it, snap out of it awareness. It's the kind of logical moment you might have while you're going to the bathroom is what I was. Oh. Yeah. For number 2, moments of thought. And it'll be a quiet moment unto the self where you'll snap out of it for a moment. And you might, oh, Okay. For the masculine, you might be coming. This is, well, wow. I have trouble getting the words out. This might be an addition to your awakening, a part of the awakening where you have these moments where you realize that's some bullshit over there. You might realize, like, wait a minute, like, I like this person, but they're kind of like bougie. Maybe you take someone to a friend's place, and maybe that's your friend, and maybe you take someone you've been messing with, right? You say, let's go over and hang out at my friend's house. And so they go with you, your significant person in your life. You take them to the friend's house. They've never been there before. Maybe the friend sleeps on the floor because they like to climb mountains, so they prefer outside. They don't like furniture. They don't even have an IKEA sofa. And you take your person over there, and they're like, ew, I'm not sitting on the floor. Like, I'll be in the car. And like, it's somebody shows you how uppity they are. And for a moment in time, and longer if you choose, you're going to have an awareness of, like, I don't want to let this go too far. I don't want to let this go further than it needs to. Here's an opportunity to stop the snowball before it rolls down the hill over your head. And that's it's a moment of mental strength, clarity, and I don't want to use the word empathy, but that's a part of it too. Especially since you've let it go so long in that unchecked energy. You haven't checked it. Oh, well. That's mirror data. It might have been acceptable at one point for masculine, whoever this person is. You might have accepted that, and it might be a feminine you're dealing with, or someone, or a masculine who's very in touch with his feminine side. You might have let shit roll. You really might have. That's your empathy, right? Okay. Trampoline is effective. It works. It's okay. The trampoline is functional. They came in, they bounced on that shit. You let it happen. Okay, cool. Now what? You can forgive the situation and go forward just knowing what it is and what it ain't. Or you can reclaim your time. You don't get it back naturally because that's something technology. We haven't figured that out yet. But you can make exact decisions if you choose. It's selfishness or divinity. And that doesn't mean going for someone that is divine. That means you saving your divinity by not engaging with somebody who is starting to grow fangs. You dig? Someone's growing fangs and you see them. I won't finish, like what animal's growing fangs, or what television image do we know that, is human and grows fangs. I'm going to leave it there. So just, yeah. Hold on. Clarify layer. Okay, whether this is for masculine or feminine side message, if you are considering family, making family, starting a family with someone, month of November is an opportunity to pay attention to how they're living. It feels like somebody's showing you how high ego they can be. And the thing is, you haven't seen where it can go. Truly, you're just seeing, think Titanic and tip of the iceberg. So just be mindful. This is definitely an event. You're going to be in it when you have the event that's going to get you that in the bathroom moment of silence, like, what the fuck? My bracelet's making too much noise. Okay. Because it looks like something that was going somewhere. You might have really saw something with that person, felt connected. Could be visiting family, but I hear... Who is that? Okay, sounds... I've heard this song before. Tell me, have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? When you love a woman, you tell her that she's really wanted. When you love a woman, you tell her that she's the woman. She needs somebody to tell her that it's gonna last forever. So tell me, have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? Side message, be aware of wasting your fucking time waiting for love or connections. November, I feel like maybe is the month of focusing on your comfort and your build in yourself. For some of you, that has something to do with taking the next steps in a connection, is let motherfuckers know that they can be options too. Some, you know, that, I get the energy of, this feels connected to what I was just reading. I get the energy of somebody like not wanting to fight about it. Beware in November of rejecting someone's energy who is just looking to be combative with you. This does feel like love connection data. For somebody, you fighting with them is how they know you love them. That's weird. So be mindful of your energy and not giving into it. Somebody feeds off that. So you may have to just gracefully step out of the room. Oh, I heard a name. I'm not going to say it. Damn. I hope this is only masculine data. I see a word I'm not going to spell out, but it's the name of a horrific dictator. Oh, fuck that. So look, you notice I'm not putting the words together? masculine, feminine, you got somebody in November, you're going to have to deal with this. You're going to have to deal with this, or don't bitch and complain about it when it gets worse. There is somebody that one of y'all is messing with, and they're showing you just how uppity they can be. They're dominant. They're showing you their fucking rules. You're going to get, ooh wee. I just heard taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, but then I saw boxing. Okay? So I hope that you're not, ooh wee. I'm not going to finish that. I don't want to finish that. There's going to be a change, a shift in a connection, and it's going to have to do with not wanting to fight, to battle, to be back into a corner, backed into a corner. Something about a corner. So it can be two people arguing in a certain area of a room, or something about somebody being put off, backed into a corner, can't take it anymore. Like somebody wants you to cut up with them. So ultimately they're pushing buttons. What they're really doing has nothing to do with pushing your buttons. So don't take it that way. Take it as somebody who has been successful being a complete cut up, bougie douche. They've had success with it. It's worked. What the fuck? Why would they change? Air signs, you're going to have to make some decisions, because that wheel is turning, and that's bad luck. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you what I saw an image of now. You might be interacting with somebody, right? So what I see is somebody in a room full of people, perhaps peers. And the person that you brought is off the chain, like not the energy you want to deal with in a room full of people that you're not there for that bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it puts you in a position where you're gonna have to say something, or leave the situation. Like, you might have to leave the event early because the person you took there is doing too much. And you see this guy's in the corner just like watching, but this person is just like, everybody can't wait to interact, or they can't wait to interact with everybody. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And the thing is, you might have saw it. You was looking at it. And for some reason or another, you are feeling held hostage by that energy. Like, or you're under the illusion, or there's some umbrella of illusion that you're just letting this go on, or it needs to happen. Could be marriage. Could be marriage that now feels like physical restraint. If this is business and you are a business-minded person, and you got some new booty in your life, and you got an event to go to, or some peer relations things, I would not. I mean, and you want to keep things cool, you like their energy, I don't know if I would mix lighter fluid and matches together and then go stand in the sun. You know what I'm saying? I hope that, oh God. God. I don't even want to. Okay, I'm getting these images of somebody who's just, you take them someplace and all they do, like, the whole time is look fucking crazy or out of control. Or maybe they're, why are they out of control? They might be fucked up. They might be drunk. They might be tipsy. They might have slipped off into the bathroom and had some extra chemical fun. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not a good look. It's not, and the thing is, I think, air signs, if this is your situation, you're naturally overthinking it, okay? You're overthinking it. Oh my God, what the fuck's going on? I don't think it has quite the impact amongst your peers that you think it does. However, that's neither here nor there. This is a situation you are going to have to either accept, because this takes over your world. You will either have to accept the choices you made in interacting with that person and just love it, you know what I'm saying? Or you have to deal with the mental anguish you might be seeing the beginning of. You might have to accept that you chose what looks good over what feels good. And while you might have lured, you might be successfully able to bring someone in that looks the way you want them to look, doesn't mean that they're not gonna fuck your shit up. The zombie is mowing over flowers. So these, flowers get planted. They take time to grow. It's a treasure. It's something you want people to see, right? It's pretty stuff. Or it's food. It's, So while you may be able to lure them in, there can be a little bit of a cost. Okay, I'm just telling you what I'm sensing. So let's say you were, I don't know why he's coming to mind. Let's say you were Michael Jackson. Whether you are an air sign or cross watcher, let's say you're Michael Jackson, right? And you decide to date, like seriously, y'all spend a lot of time together. You date the president of your number one fan club on the planet. And then you need to take that person with you to business meetings and around family and friends, and then they want to spend every living moment being with you, defending you blindly. Would there not be some spell casting or some just some energetic frequency wave patterns that look like high surf during a hurricane, something like that? If you can imagine what that could grow into, how bad it could be, how egotistical the person could become, you want to make sure, if you see this energy in the person you're messing with, it does need to be dealt with. It needs to be discussed, and possibly separated from, because I don't know if that gets better. Let's see, what would conversations, if that's your data and you communicate with that person about their energy and the bougie stuff, and they hit their rules, gotta do what, it's like, okay, I also get the energy of like somebody, you're out with that person, right? And you're around your peers, and they're barking orders at you, telling you to go get them something, or they're jumping in on your conversations with just shit that don't need to be said, like, conversations. They would downplay it. They would be confused. For a time, they would obsess over whatever was said. Like, somebody keeps throwing things back at you, trying to be lighthearted about it, but really they feel in some kind of way. Whatever it is, it will. So I maybe need a therapist to tell you how to deliver that kind of data. But your person is unaware of what they're doing. They know how they're coming across, but they're not aware of the effect. Again, like I said at the beginning, they've been very successful being excessive. And in some kind of way, that's a part of their social interaction with people, dynamic thingamabob. And if you say the wrong things, you will put that person into an eggshell where they will burst back out at some point. So if you enjoy company with that person, you like who they are, you have to accept who they are, okay? Because that's what's right. Your person might have a different level of fearlessness than you, based on the experiences and life they've had. And so freedom looks different to them than it looks to you. So if you like your person, and maybe you don't mind the bougie stuff, you are going to have to say, look, this is where that energy belongs, and this isn't where it belongs. People have to learn how to be with each other. And most people aren't going to guess, and you're not going to guess well. So that's where communication and stuff like that happens. And if your person can't or doesn't want to make those adjustments to make things better between the both of you, you need to have your answer sooner than later. You need to know that so that you can make decisions for yourself. Let's get you some angel cards. Air signs. Okay, so for a moment, you are forgetting your gifts that you are gifted. And there's some lessons. And like I said, this is the month where you're going to be like, wait a minute, that's not how I want to be seen, connected. Now understand the choice to present a certain image. If that doesn't really correlate or improve your happiness with life, make sure, you're sure that you want to live for the thumbs up of others. That you don't wake up with or don't, you know what I'm saying? On a personal level, make sure that how you are emotionally is a priority. So if you're a bougie person who's aggressive, if you've been messing with that and you like that energy, but it don't look good in front of peers, that is communication-based data. And you need to know if your person can learn when to turn that shit on and off. So there's lessons, not just lessons for you, but lessons for the person whoever that person is. And the lessons have to do with, do you continue with the connection? Or do you separate and run the risk of being single, alone, and bored? Because it ain't like you're going to be under a bridge or no shit like that. It's about boredom. So make sure you're sure in all directions. This is a life experience. Yeah, there's a cycle. Ultimately, there's a cycle you need to be sure you want to stay on. It's like, the captain of the Titanic deciding whether or not it wants to make friends with that iceberg and connect it to the ship and float to the next destination. The iceberg could have, with communication, and instead of just a wham bam, thank you, man, I don't know. Communication and awareness might have been, the difference between healing and helping, a need for help. Be also aware of memory maps. If this is your bougie experience data, make sure that energy isn't familiar to you because it came from family ties. Like you might have a mother that's bougie, or you might have other people you grew up with. Maybe you grew up with grandparents and they were bougie. So, in the month of November, have patience with yourself and others. This is also where communication comes in it. You don't want to flip out on somebody because I do feel like this person is experiencing a little bit of dark energy within themselves. Like they may act up in this public setting because of things they've gone through. But again, communication. So let the universe know, or at least be considering for yourself if you're ready for the next experience. Or if you're just going to watch, wait, want, wish from a distance as you get older and weaker. Time don't go backwards. Remember that. So I'm not telling anybody to make major moves in love and relations and connections this month, but it does feel like I need to explain to somebody about behavior and appearances and how things maybe make you feel around others. It feels like having someone, it just feels like being around someone who needs to be the life of the party and turn cartwheels on the bar. And then tell everybody how they're better than them. It feels like awareness of somebody who can make life not that comfortable, annoying. And someone's letting you know they have rules around that energy. Debauchery. Somebody got the nerve to have rules for you around that energy. That's intense. So air hugs to you, air sign. Whoever's going through this, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, whichever one of y'all is going through this, air hugs to you, because it feels like maybe not even considering that you grew up with that above everybody energy. And now you're having to deal with how others digest or don't digest and reject that energy. How off-putting, how the word I'm getting is diverse. How different it is compared to what maybe the world you know. Now maybe you've learned different things, so now you're seeing something you've seen before. You're seeing something You're seeing an energy you've seen before, and it strikes you this time in the month of November because it's some event. It's some event that brings back a traumatic event for you. Yep. It brings back a traumatic event that kind of makes you want to just disappear from the room. Like, okay, maybe your person does something weird and you just go stand around in the bathroom for like an hour. There's it's something humiliating or degrading, or like, oh my God, I brought you to this event where everybody here is a genius. And instead of like you looking like a genius, you start talking about, you break out your phone and start looking for Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? And then you just want to kind of run away and not talk about it. So it does feel like getting that shock of like, oh man, no fucking way, can't believe you said that shit. I will be right back. And excusing yourself or yourself and your person from the fucking room. It's a situation of energy you never checked before, or you forgot to check that energy before you get out of the car to go to the event. You forgot to say, shut the fuck up. Put this mask on, don't say a word. You know, it feels like you're gonna have to decide. You're gonna have to make some decisions on how you want to look. If you're happy with that person, can you deal with that? Can you deal with that? And if so, we're gonna have to zip it and enjoy the experience. But if not, it just feels like having to decide on appearances versus enjoyment. Because you might enjoy that person, but you may not enjoy how they're behaving in front of people you want to have a certain view of you. And it can be somebody telling too much of your business. And it's too far. And it's like, whoa, why would you tell all my guy friends that I like to wear pink women's underwear and it's funny, and you break out your phone and start showing pictures? Like it's yeah. Ooh, the word I just heard. Sticker shock. Sticker shock. Ooh. Okay. Sticker shock. It's, if you've never heard of sticker shock, what I know of those words is when you're like, maybe you're going to go buy a car, you walk around the car and you love the car, it's amazing, and then you see the price tag, and the price tag is like $10 million, and you go into like mental shock, like, why is it so much? I'll never be able to afford that. It's insane, and you just kind of lose it a little bit over the price. The price you'll have to pay to maintain it, to keep it up. Oh boy, just, you get what I'm saying is what I'm saying. All right? So stay strong, chin up. Chin up, air signs. You will make it through the month of November with clarity and awareness, or rocking back and forth in a hot shower awareness and a therapy. One of them things. But we'll pick up more on that energy in future readings for the month. But you will get through it, all right? Because why? You want to know why? Because you are well. Talk to you later.